It's time. Time to get rid of some rust. Horrible, horrible rust that's built up over months? Like 2 months? Yikes. Surprise Chrima stream, I had some free time. Yippee. Isn't that so much fun? What am I gonna do? I don't know. Exist. Something, hopefully. I have nothing planned. I hit live. End of planning. I mean, it's not like I ever had a plan before, but I really have nothing today. How am I doing? I'm doing alright. Finally had some free time to stream. How are you doing? I don't know what I'm going to do today. Probably a whole lot of random sketching. I hope you can hear me. I didn't even check that for myself. I should have checked that. It might be really quiet again. Living. That's good. The old classic. I might need to steal ideas from anyone in chat to draw stuff because, yeah. I guess I should also say, like, happy holidays, end of year, New Year's, whatever you celebrate. Christmas, Hanukkah, anything else? Nothing at all? This is my, holiday present. Yeah. I'm getting a warning from YouTube that my bit rate's low. I don't know how to fix that. Merry Christmas. Merry Chrima. Happy holidays. Happy New Year. Happy winter time. Happy present day, Eve. I hope everyone's doing well. I'm shaking off the rust of not streaming in 2 months. And who knows when I'll get to do it next? Who knows? Maybe like right after Christmas? Don't hold me to that. Maybe. See how this one goes. I would ask how people's holidays are going, but I mean, kind of just started. So I guess, how have your days been? I mean, it's gotta be like, alright, I would hope, for this time of year. Also, please tell me if I'm quiet, because I did not check if this mic was set up properly or good. I just kind of hoped. I probably should have listened to my own stream to make sure that there's sound at all, but I should really do that. Just in case. Your timed it quiet, but we can hear well. Okay. Good. I'm also worried about smacking this mic because of where I have it, since I don't have like a stand or anything. I can turn it up. Hopefully, maybe. If I remember how. Yeah. I turned it a little up. But also, like, decibels are wacky, so I don't want to suddenly blow out people's eardrums. That wouldn't be very nice of me. During the holidays? Messed up. Hello. Wow. Everyone's here for the holidays. You guys miss me after 2 months? Haha. This creature is a little front heavy. How am I? You know what? Yes, surprise stream, surprise Chrima stream. I had some free time, so you guys get to take it away from me. I'm just joking. I'm doing this of my own free will, probably. It really is my own free will. I can give it a tail. It's gonna get a giant lizard tail though, because of like a reindeer tail just ain't gonna cut it. Unless it was like a massive reindeer tail. Sound is a bit low. I will turn it up some more then. Advanced audio. Let's go. There. It's still probably going to be a bit low. And also this mic is pretty poopy. So I imagine as soon as I turn away, it'll be like 10 times quieter. And then when I turn towards it, it'll be blaringly loud. I am hopefully getting... put antlers on the tail. I am hopefully going to get a new microphone soonish. But it was ordered through Amazon, so with the Amazon strikes, might take a while. It's getting those like the fake antler headbands on its tail. Oh yes, I am live. Surprise stream after 2 months. I'm not dead. The stories of my death were greatly exaggerated. Hey, thank you. It really means a lot when people say stuff like they admire me, because I mean, I just started doing this, well, mostly because I'm stupid, but the lore is because on YouTube it's nowhere, but I just procrastinated on some art competition, and so I decided no more, and now I'm here. I'm stuck. I'm trapped. If I don't do it, I'll die. That's the lore. You can put that in the wiki page that'll get deleted for irrelevance. The fan wiki. That definitely exists. What else? Red nose. What wonderful Christmas spirit this guy has. Some sleigh bells. Hooray, Chrima. You flew as well. I was checking the first try and it was very fine. Basically, I managed your whole journal. Yeah, the first ones, like the very first ones, man, oh man. They look a lot like yesterday's artwork, but worse. A lot worse. Like when I was doing the goof square, I was like, this is how I used to do like everything. And I don't really miss it. I like what I've been doing more recently. And even the first YouTube video, like, I think I'm a lot better than that now. I mean, there's some older stuff where I'm like, man, I wish that one was pretty good, but overall, I think I am better now. At least I like to think so. Who would have guessed? Practicing every day, like, helps a bit. I mean, practicing, like, actually doing stuff, like focusing on anatomy rather than whatever the heck I'm doing. Probably helps too, but that's for future me to be mad at past me about. Have you ever thought about redrawing some of your art? I have, but a lot of my old art, like the really old stuff at least, I'm just like, there's no substance to this. If I redraw it, it's just going to be lame anyways. And there are a few redraws. And then I guess like the four-armed Oni stuff would be more of a redesign most of the time. Last time I did a redraw that wasn't the four-armed Oni, I'm not even sure. No, it was on YouTube, I think. But the redraw was not a YouTube video. I don't remember what it was off the top of my head. I'm pretty sure it was of Speak No Evil. The redraw was. I don't remember what day it was though. Someone's gonna have to look, or I'll look. If you really want me to. Like, it probably wouldn't be... Well, actually, I know it wouldn't be hard for me to find. In fact, I can bring up a screenshot of all the redraws, but not the not the originals. Just the new ones, because I have all the new ones in one spot. Conveniently. Check this out. Bam. Now, getting all of the old ones will take much longer. But I could do it. At least, I hope I can do it. I believe... Like, look at this difference. This is day 6, and this is day, I'd have to check again, 1190. And this is 2 years in off of day 1. So here, just gonna big shock. Day 1. Are you working somewhere? What's my age? If you're asking like working in art, I am not. My age is 20. So here is, I guess I can move it closer. This is day 1. This is day 6. Why would you have 7 days yet? Don't worry, I'm an adult. And now you can carbon date all of my papers, or all my arts. Younger than you thought? So I basically said, I think I was 16. I'd have to look though at the exact date. Day 1, day 7:30. Yes, 7:30. And it's really cool. Not common for teenagers to have mentality to keep going. I have lots of free time. High school was easy. College is much more annoying though. 365. I also started this during COVID. Classic one of those COVID things. So here's like the important days that were redrawn. least what I would consider important days. You know, the first one seems kind of big. Do I watch anime? Sometimes. I watch anime more than I watch any, like, Western show. That's for sure. I also read manga more than I read anything else. Everyone's going on hiatus, though, for, like, the holidays. What the heck? Like, Freerun might be on an indefinite hiatus. Shucks. Really like the more Lovecraftian art. Starry-Eyed was the best example of that. I'm glad you like... So you're saying... Sorry. I was gonna bring up the Sea of Madness, but... I mean... Favorite doesn't matter, like, how Lovecraftian. Just as your favorite. Which anime is my favorite? The only anime I have ever rewatched fully is Durarara. So I say that is my favorite. Including all of its extra seasons. So Code Geass is also really good. Take that as you will. I will give you years. See you, man. Thank you. It is very Lovecraftian. It's not Cthulhu, though. Yeah, Code Geass was really good. I mean, I haven't watched it in a long time, but like from what I remember, very good. More to... Oh, of course. It needs to be pulling a sleigh. Have I read Berserk? No, I have not read any Berserk. Which may come as a surprise, but it's true. I have had multiple people say that some of my art looks like Berserk stuff, and you know, I wouldn't be surprised. Especially new disciples. That one got like 2 or 3 comments on it about Berserk. Zombie Santa. Want me to draw a zombie Santa? I can try. Vagabond, I have not... I know of Vagabond. I also have not read it. But it does look like one of those ones that's really good, just like Berserk. I'm trying to... Like, the most mainstream manga I've read is probably Chainsaw Man. You're going to do the cross project? I would like to, and I wanted to do the cross project with stream like before. I mean, I probably could do it still today instead of the Chrima, or maybe do both. I'm not sure. I will hopefully... I plan on doing some more streams within like the coming week. No promises, but hopefully. And if the new microphone gets here, that would be even better. I did work a little bit on the crosses outside of streaming. I was like, oh, I should do this with stream. So I stopped. And also I realized that what I was doing was probably much more work than I could handle at the time, so I stopped too. Yep, Makima, known manipulator, worked on the fans. The way a lot of fan art is, they got manipulated. It works in real life. Don't question me on what that means. Find it out for yourself. I am now attempting the zombie Santa. So how do you get inspiration for all the monsters? Do you just throw stuff at the wall and hope for the best? Yeah. Yeah. You nailed it on the head for 90% of them, I'd say. A lot of times I'll just draw like a shape and then add details later. Like if you don't ever see me, if I don't do a sketch and I just use like this brush to do a body shape, it's probably that I had no idea beforehand. It's a good way to tell. Santa. Would you have to give flesh and blood instead of milk and cookies to a zombie Santa? Or do you think like the holly jolly cheer of Santa would still shine through and go for milk and cookies instead? Which software am I using? I am using Chrima. It is free and very good, in my opinion. The free is not in my opinion, that's true. But the very good is my opinion. Anime Made in Abyss, you might like it. Sounds familiar. I wanted to watch Made in the Abyss, and I found where it streamed, but I did not have that subscription. So I just didn't watch it. I was sad at the time, and then I forgot. Until you reminded me. I have seen like one design from it. I don't remember exactly what it was. I think it was some flying salamander looking thing. It's on Netflix, huh? What about Dragon Ball? Dragon Ball. Now this may also be a surprise, but I have not watched, but all of my friends have watched it and talk about it and have read the manga for some of them. Have I ever thought about making monsters out of real world minerals? I don't think so. I feel like I just end up making a golem. Or do you mean like if I had a tiger eye gem or something, make a creature based on that? Maybe. Well, I haven't thought about it, but thinking about it, maybe. I think he would still ask for milk and cookies. After all, that's true. Who would say no to cookies? They're cookies. It's like a Christmas tradition required. Time to add some green to the zombie Santa. What a jolly fellow. Maybe Santa is the cookie monster undercover. That may be true. It checks all the boxes. Likes cookies. Is generally nice. And it's not hard. Only has to work one time of the year. It's definitely possible. You might be onto something. Do you watch other artists? Pop Cross Studios, the stuff where he turns fear elements into demons. I watch some artists sometimes, but it's more like challenge videos, I guess, for the most part. And then there is one that I sometimes will watch stream because they are just very good. However, I don't watch the whole stream because they stream for like 8 to 11 hours at a time, which is crazy. The cookies are super free. That's true. People just leave them out on Christmas. They're just sitting there for free. I guess if you wanted to know who I watch do like the challenges, it's like the big art YouTubers that get recommended to people. Like, I'm not going out of my way to find people. Like, if they're recommended to me and they seem interesting, I watch. Yeah. Like me. Hey, I'm not specifically turning fears and elements into demons. They just sometimes look like that. Other than paranoia. That one, you could say that one was a fear. Turned into a demon. You recommend a movie? Good. YouTube better do that. It's fine when it's me. This is a double standard, and I am biased. That's just how it is. When it benefits me, it's cool. I mean, that's good that YouTube is still recommending like smaller channels like mine. I have started to see like more and more channels with like only a couple hundred views. That's always nice to see. These aren't elf shoes. There we go. I remember watching you on day 1147. That made me look at all your stuff. I got you. You've been trapped. Sucked you down the rabbit hole. It's definitely not like all these mimetic hazards I've secretly left in the videos that make you want to watch more. Like like I got nothing. I don't actually do that. But if I did, it'd probably be noticeable in the view count. But I am not a miracle worker. I'm just a person that draws online. Perfect. Carpet's your elf. I'm running out of ideas for Chrima already, and it's only been 30 minutes. Aw, geez, I'm cooked. Present mimic. Make Santa's little helper. I did. Well, I guess he's kind of like the same size as Santa, but there is an elf. However, I did just think of another Santa's little helper. Those are its eyes, of course. It's been quite a while since I appeared. How's it going? It's good. It's good. What do you mean? I mean, you're still posting all the facts every day. Other than that time you missed, for shame, for shame. Server will never let you live it down. Goblins everywhere. Couldn't be me. You should draw a totally not demonic Christmas tree next. Totally not demonic, huh? I already ruined it. Goblins everywhere. Couldn't be you. Okay, but what if it, like, was? What if you just had an army of goblins? Not demonic. The great error of missed facts. You're right, we don't talk about it. No one mentions it. Except that one time. No, there was no one time. There was never any time. Here's your not demonic at all Christmas tree. Just exactly as you asked for. I'm sure this is exactly what you had in mind. Time for Santa's little helper. I gotta bring Santa out here for scale day. Now a mimic. What's gonna be next? A gnome? Don't worry. There is a gnome in the sleigh already. You're just very small. Hey, Zombie Santa, you could make an angel Krampus. That's true. Angel Krampus. Krampus is like a goat guy, yeah? I remember how to make those. Last time I was on stream, though, we were discussing snails. The last time, that was a while ago, but last time I streamed was also, like, a while ago. Was 2 months ago, I think? So, you know, you might have been in the last stream. Why not take a mistletoe and turn it into something that sounds similar? My thoughts is a mistletoe. Oh, jeez. Luckily, that one's really quick to do. And not gross at all. Mistletoe. Have you thought about making videos with your voiceover, going description about respective drawings and how got the ideas and stuff like that? I have, and I thought about doing it yesterday, and then I ended up running out of time. I would like to do it more when I'm getting a new microphone, hopefully soon. So that's when I plan on doing it more. Just because then audio quality won't be as terrible. I already did that last night at 1 a.m. going to sleep. Gotta post this. Yeah, you posted that fact so late. That'd be fun. You have screenless tablet or a drawing tablet? I have a pen display, which is a screen tablet. It is a Huion Canvas 216? 2.5K, I think. I believe. Angel Krampus. He's very nice. Am I left or right-handed? I am right-handed. I know. Classic. Normie. Classic take. Right-handed. And that's why I flip the canvas so much, so I can do arcs like this easier. Because it works with my hand. Okay, the other ideas. Santa's little helper. And as we all know, Santa works in a mafia style family, so like they give ironic nicknames. This is a snowman. Clearly. No salvation. What do you mean, no salvation for you? And I feel like the voiceovers would be cool, but after a while, I'd like you to run out of things to talk about. Yeah, I run out of things to talk about during the old voiceovers. Because I'd talk the whole 10 minutes. Which I guess some people probably don't know about, but there are like 20-ish, 15-ish videos where there is a voiceover. The first one was for day 1600. Hear me out. A jolly snow monster with a jolly minigun that shoots lethal jolly snowballs, huh? Frosty the Jackman. I left it. Left-handed doesn't mean that you can't draw. In fact, the tablet I'm using is like a... You just flip it over to make it a left-handed one. They thought of everything. It's not over for you. Only over if you write words going left to right and then end up smudging them because you're left-handed. That's like... It's like the biggest negative. But like other than that, doesn't matter. A jolly snowman has a jolly, safe for YouTube joy cannon. Yeah. This makes no sense to anyone who randomly joins. As it shouldn't. That's how you know it's good. You're ambidextrous. Okay, showing off. I'm ambidextrous too. Look at me draw with my left hand. This is a box. Yeah. That's a box. And this is a circle. And this is a triangle. See? Streams never will and never have made sense if you don't join at the beginning. That's true. Unless I do like segments, and then, you know, if you join at the beginning of a segment, it would be fine. But the segment is drawing, so that's just a shame if you join late. What about a little guy with a comically oversized Christmas stocking as a weapon? Now, how... Christmas stocking as a weapon. How... I'm trying to think of how this would work. How about a candy cane that then goes into... perfectly stocking shaped. Yeah. Yeah. Perfect stocking. And of course, it's gotta have the designs like a Christmas tree that I'm doing upside down because the stocking's upside down. Stocking could be filled with candy or rock. It's coal. It's coal. We're the elves? You might be. Honestly, that's for you guys to decide. I mean, earlier you decided you were snails, but that was like 2 months ago. You might have changed your mind. So if you want to be the elves for the Christmas special, I'm not stopping you. And I can't stop you. You stand by that? You're a snail still? What if you were a snail elf just for the holidays? Or a snail Santa's little helper? distinctly different from an elf. As we all know. Draw that now. Charlie Snail. Snails. And of course, no, 2 tiny Santa hats. As we all know, candy cane snake might be cool. It indeed might be. Candy cane snake. Let's see if I can draw a snake. It can't be that hard, right? I've drawn them before. Of course, no snake is complete without a Santa hat, as we all know, as snakes are known to wear. I should have made this more candy cane shaped. Is there a Discord server? There is. And there should be a link to it in the description. I think there should be. Make that my profile. I can't just do that right now. Please zoom in on the Jolly Snail. I need it. Well, okay. Well, this is 100%. I'm not sure if you want it. You can pause at any time to take the best image. You don't think so? What about a Christmas-themed mimic? There is a Christmas-themed mimic. Surprisingly enough. Right back here. Not colored. This is a stolen Terraria Valor. Bam. You joined it. Welcome to the server. There is indeed a Discord server in the description. Could you make Christmas themed sword? Make it a 3D model and send it to the... You'll make it a 3D. Okay. Christmas theme. Do you think the stocking counts as a sword? I don't know if the stocking counts as a sword. Can you make elves? Forgot that was there. Very Grinchy man. The very Grinchy man, huh? I'll bring the elf over. Elf. Maybe sight then. Sights are nice. Scythe, you say? Well, that's awkward. The candy cane shaft. And it can be wielded by a very Grinchy man. But I refuse to look up an image of the Grinch, so you get my awful, awful from memory Grinch. Wow, this is way worse than I thought it would be. It's Jim Carrey. It's Jim Carrey. And we all know that this is the Grinch's body. Yep, that's him. That's the guy. It looks just like him. Wow. Perfect. The spinning image. Snail is now Discord's and Google's profile pic. No way. His head is 60% of his body, and he's actually very strong carrying the scythe like that. That's quite impressive. Here. Filled with coal. What's next? More elves. Expand the elf empire. Almost forgot the curly shoes. You can't forget the curly shoes. This elf feels a little lacking compared to the other one, but like, yeah. Whatever. That's the elf's problem, not mine. Ignore how it is directly my problem that I gave to the elf. Your brain is slowly devolving. Same. The longer I go on, the worse it'll get. Half these shapes I'm drawing, I don't even know, man. I don't know. Like, I feel like I'm not drawing like proper shapes, but then the thing that I'm trying to draw kind of comes out. So clearly it is working, question mark. I think. I mean, like, you can tell that's an elf. Yeah. It's elf asking to be drawn like one of the French girls. As we know, elves for sure do ask to be. I don't know what I'm saying anymore. It's only been 50 minutes in my brain pile of mush. How do people do this for hours? It's ridiculous. And kind of impressive. Yep, that's an elf. Welcome to the club. Would you say the club's good, or is it like one of those clubs you're supposed to avoid? I hope it's a good one. See, the joke here is you can't reach the canvas, because it's easy to tell that that is what's happening here. Depends what you draw. Yikes. All on me then, huh? What would make it cool? You know me, the drawing club. The silly gooses club. Haha. The Join Elves Near Christmas Club. Most classic of clubs. And to join, all you have to do is send in your application to some random address. What about sending writing in the naughty list depicting as that one gif of a pirate? Bro, as Blackbeard? I might have to look up the Blackbeard image though. I would have to do that one justice. Or do I stick to it and never look up any references during these? I think that's cool too. I think we're all out of ideas. Yeah. I think you're right. I've been out of ideas, so I'm drawing elves. However, the naughty and nice. Naughty. I'm doing this off memory because that's the thing I do. Just look up writing on fire gif. So you got that, and then I might have to look it up. Looked away for 1 second and done. That's just how it works. That's how it happens. Santa's smiling through the beard and stash though. How does he ponder it, though? I know he ponders it. Wow, I'm not even close. I actually looked it up, and I am nowhere even near close. Wow. It's incredible how far off I am, actually. Like, yikes. Yeah, I looked up a reference. Call me scam. Didn't look up a reference for the Grinch, but we'll look it up for this scam. But something, it's peak. The Grinch looks like the Grinch, though. I mean, you're right. Spitting image. Same guy. That's how they drew him. That's exactly how he looked in the cartoon and in all the movies. It's the same guy. In fact, it's impressive how similar he looks. Santa. Do I know the YouTube channel Draw Like Sir? I do know of it. And I have watched some videos. And then I ignore 99% of what he says. Because that's just how it be sometimes. Not because it's bad tips, but just cause. Like, I'm not saying I'm better because I'm worse, but I don't know. I just don't listen to what most people say on art. If I've been doing it long enough, I can figure it out. Great mindset to have, right? Santa. You. Then the feather, the quill. The paper. The solo leveling. So true, except I don't have magical cheat skills, and that if I don't exercise, I'll be teleported into the murder dimension. ADC art attack. I don't know if I know ADC art attack. That I don't think is one I've heard of. Naughty list, you're being shifted. After I do this, go on. Yeah. Remember when there was a demon deer thingy? I do remember. I remember. There's a lot of things that will be forgotten to history. You will have to bear their memory alone. And by alone, I mean there's like a few people, but like it's all on you. No pressure. Bling out Santa, just like Blackbeard. What about Margaret the Fell Omen? Do you know him? If you're talking about a YouTube channel, no. If you're talking about the boss from Elden Ring, yes. I have beaten Elden Ring, including the DLC. Yeah, I guess you could say I'm a gamer. And don't ask for the gaming channel. It'll never work. I think too much when I'm playing. I can't talk. At least not coherently. At least I don't think I do. I'm pretty sure I don't. There. The spitting image. You killed Margie yesterday for the first time? Congratulations. What about Minecraft? I have played Minecraft. It's more of a, like, once a year I'll be like, time to play Minecraft for like a week, and then I will not play it for the rest of the year. Elden Ring's cool, but Skyrim's where it's at. Now Skyrim, that's a game. It's too bad they don't make them like that anymore. They're making like Starfield. Like, what the heck? Why did they do that? Just make Elder Scrolls 6, please. It might be funny hearing me rage. I don't know. I'm not like too, well, I don't think I'm too big of a rager. But also I don't think anyone thinks they are. Or they think they are less of a rager than they are. No self-reflection and all that. These elves are slowly deteriorating. And by slowly, I mean it's pretty quick. Like, they are falling apart fast. Yeah. No, this is good. You know, this is how it's supposed to look. Can you hear? How do you feel fighting Melania? Oh, Melania? Easy. I beat her like within 10 attempts I beat her. And like I used Ash of War Mimic Tier back in the day. Yes sir. I don't care. I play to have my fun. I don't care about no, you have to play it this way. That's not fun. And then the second time I beat her on my first try. But that was after doing the whole DLC, so like compared to that, she was so easy. Or at least easy for me. I understand that still difficult. And like I didn't play super hard using level 1 dagger with no armor or anything. The first time I beat her with Flame of the Fell God and the sword that you get from defeating the God Serpent. I don't remember what it's called. The one that steals life though, and is very strong. And definitely not meta at all, for sure. Yes. Elves. Perfectly created elves. Yeah. That's what's going on here. Also, I had more trouble with Commander, I think it's O'Neill, the one in the consecrated, or to get to the consecrated snowfield, than I had with Malia. And no, I have not played Black Myth Wukong. And I have only watched people play to chapter 2, I think. And nowhere past that. Do I think it's a bad game? No. I just haven't played it. Or really been too interested in it. Conway Fears. These elves got Conway Fears. I don't think that's what you meant, though. Unless it is what you meant, in which case, I did it. Do you plan on working with art? Originally, I didn't. I planned on doing engineering, and then turns out engineering, it's not fun. So I am planning on doing art now. What specifically? I don't know. Well, I kind of know. I'm hoping on like doing designs for video games. You guys think I'll make it? Be honest. I sure hope the video game market doesn't explode by the time I'm able to do that. That would be so sad. I can already make it. Yes. We've done it. This is not Christmassy. Of course you can do it. Thank you. That or movie art. Movie art. I would. Ooh. I guess concept art can be for anything. So, I mean, hey, yeah. But when I read movie art, I immediately thought of like animations and stuff, which would be cool. But there's not a lot of. Well, that might not be true. But I feel like there's not a lot of good animation stuff going on in the US where I am. At least not that I would like. Like, I would rather do 2D animation than 3D stuff. Get Final Boss vibes from Master Art. Yes, sir. What about like this guy? Is he Final Boss material? I think he might be mid-boss material. .3D. I think I have to learn 3D at the school I'm going to for art now. So I'll find out how that goes. Message retracted. See him as a Spire boss. You're not wrong. He flies with his ears. Because cartoon logic. Have an easy time since you already know how to draw. 3D. I mean, I hope so. I hope it's like the 3D sculpting rather than like you need to make this geometry and use this to expand it. Because 3D sculpting looks much more fun than like the more technical 3D modeling. Those aren't even knife ears anymore. Those elves are sword ears. Even greatsword, that's true. They got quite the style going on. If you could call it style. It helps them in the workshop because it just does. You know? We all know. The bigger the ear, the more useful in toy making. Yeah. That's a common saying. They can hear the orders better. So true. And it keeps them a good distance away from anything they could bump into. Little, like radars. Can you hear all the orders from Santa? Over 5 million elves or whatever? And, it's better that way. Chrima. Any other classic Christmas stuff I'm missing in here? Oh, of course, I know. Behold. Cole. Hello, Nipsey. They can hear better in Slate. Didn't Slate? No. They get paid in elf money. Do I overthink? Of course, all the time. That's my favorite thing to do. In fact, I almost didn't even start the stream because I was like, I don't know, it's too late. Oh, jeez, I can't do it. No, it's been 2 months. I can't just suddenly appear again. Here, look. Elf money. Oh, elf money. He gets elf money. Look at him holding this elf money. They can they can buy elf shoes and elf hats with it. And elf food. They cannot spend it on real world things though. Like, they're not going to be buying Doritos or something with elf money. It just doesn't work that way. Unless they trade 1 million elf dollars for one normal dollar. then they can buy real stuff. But no one does that because that's $1 million elf dollars. That's a lot of elf dollars. Good thing the elves are magical and stuff, right? They're immortal? Maybe? That's in the lore, right? Oh. Serpent is looking good. Elf pads, elf box, elf station, elfin ring. Yo, they got elfin ring? Made by From Elf? Yep. Classic generic elf here. Can you hear my stylus on my screen? It seems so loud to me. And that probably is really annoying if you can. Although, I can't really do much about it. Sadly. Best thing happening today, seeing your stream when I open YouTube. Oh really? Thank you. Here's what you missed. I can just oop. There. Where was it? Oh yeah. The mistletoe. You can see a theme. What? Theme? What theme? There's a theme? No. What? I can't see it. Like, maybe elves? There's kind of an elf theme going on. There's lots of elves. I just realized this is like kind of... What delay is this? This is a crazy delay. I can't change that. I wish I could. But I'm looking at the stream recap and it's... That's like... I did that like 3 minutes ago. What the heck? This sucks. Grr. Shaking my fist. Oh, gingerbread man. I haven't done one of those yet. There. Perfect. Gingerbread gold. Gingerbread gold. How? Gingerbread god. Like the snod, the gaug. Nothing's like the snod. The snod's like way stronger. The snod's got to be way stronger. That's just how it is. And then actually. The gingerbread goud's mouth will be a giant furnace in which new gingerbread come out. Or maybe they're getting eaten. You know, sacrifices and all that. How would an inverse elf? Inverse elf. That, inverse elf. How would an inverse elf look? Inverse elf. Would that just be a dwarf? That's true. Inverse elf, just a dwarf. Maybe spitting right there. Would be giant with small ears. That may also be true. If it is an inverse Santa elf, I guess it would be giant with small ears. But if like it's an inverse fantasy elf, then it would just be a dwarf. The ears go into its head. That's not terrifying to think about. Having shoes as a hat and a hat as shoes. These are all great ideas. So it would be hat shoe, itty bitty tiny ears, very tall, hat shoes. Brain don't want a brain. Well, I mean, these are hard ideas to come up with. You should all pat yourselves on the back. Hat shoes, very tall, small ears. The classic elf hands still. It has shoe-colored shirt. And green shoes and shoe hat. Slender elf. And then, of course, his head is upside down. And he has an evil handlebar mustache. That's also upside down. It's the reverse elf. They're evil. They're evil now. Very, very evil. I sure hope you all enjoy my hand drawing ability on these guys. I'm trying very hard. I spent years mastering how to draw it like this. Claudian evil. And of course the classic thing that has nothing to do with Christmas in the bottom. As you do. Just rip. So true, so true. Now what? Now what? How about just a normal sleigh being pulled by A Yeti? That won't make the Yeti pull this way. I'll of course make elves pull it. And then I'll draw the Yeti not there. Pulled by Santas. How does one draw a Yeti? This is what they look like, right? This is all Yetis. Driven by reindeer, sleigh, pulled by Santas, driven by reindeer. I'll do the reindeer right away. Drawing a reindeer sitting like a person is good enough. Good enough. You can tell that's a reindeer, right, guys? Right, everyone? It's what reindeer look like, right? There, now you know. Easy. Fixed. Easy to tell. How far back is the stream? Are Yetis snow Bigfoots or Bigfoots frost Yetis? I would like to say that the Bigfoots are the... Yes, you know, yeah, that's a better answer. Yes. Of course. Needs big shoes to walk on the snow. And by shoes, I mean feet. Well, clearly, Sasquatch is just like Bigfoot, but they got in a fight and decided to be called something else. Always clutching up with the good answers. So true, so true. I almost answered something stupid, like actually saying what I thought, but that it was worse than the yes, which, like, I'm not, the way I phrase that, I don't know what I'm trying to say. Down text, you're right. Bigfoot is the species names. Yetis instead. Oh, it's like a family order thing. Family phylum, whatever they're called. My brain is melting. I think it's turning into a nice paste. They all have Bigfoots. Ooh, never living that one down. Santa. Comically round Santa. Another fun fact, there's a Bigfoot called Skunk Ape. Yep, smells like a skunk. There's also Skunk Man and similar named things. Man, what does this come to? Drawing Santa like this before he looked like this? This is what reference will get you. It also looked like this zombie one, which is still better than that last one. It's falling apart. It's almost like using references helps. Does anyone think Santa kidnaps everyone who's below 4 feet and makes them his elves? For the entire year of December, huh? Only if they have big enough ears, I think. Like, I think there's like an ear length that's required. Unless you think Santa uses some Santa magic to extend the ears for the month. That's entirely possible. We all know Santa's magical, right, guys? Me and a friend had a 5-hour and 20-minute discussion about Santa. Whoa! Can't say that on YouTube. They might get you. And who knows? Huh? I had to answer a question. For a Norse god option. For Santa? Yeah, it's probably cooler. I don't know what I'm doing right now. Then again, I haven't known what I'm doing for 40 minutes now. The brain has left the building. Didn't need it. More Chrima. Chrima. Didn't that Norse believe that a cat who ate bad children? I mean, probably. There's a lot of things, little wacky things like that. Sometimes if you're a bad children, a changeling will come and kidnap you and replace you. Or they'll just have like some other fey creature put a curse on you or something. Eat your tongue. They do that sometimes. A little wacky. And we all know this because we all got fey curses put on us for being bad kids, right? It was a giant black cat who ate bad children and their dog. Not the dogs. The children, okay, but the dogs? Come on. That's a bit ridiculous. That's overstepping their bounds for sure. Cats were a thing at that time in Scandinavia. I mean, it doesn't have to be like a tame cat. It could be like a bobcat, mountain lion. Other wild cats of the area. That's probably more likely. And now we have cats like this. Perfect representation of cat. I get I'm drawing fast, but man, this is I just realized how like worse these are compared to like the normal drawings. Yeah, whatever. It's probably fine. That's what happens. Nah, not at all. I mean, like, so it's quantity over quality for this. Let's be real. Called it Yule Cat. It translates to Christmas cat. Classic Christmas cat eating kids. As we all know they do. It's the apex predator of Christmas. You think it knows Krampus? Think they're chill like that? Wow, what a wonderful fellow. Probably not, huh? We need to hook them up together. Not weird. Just we need to get them in touch. Krampus. I don't know. My brain's gone. Krampus can yoink them, and then Yule Cat can devour them. Oh. Yep. That's how it is, huh? I had to answer another question. Oh, so I'm drawing a Krampus again. Le Krampus. This one might not be as nice as the other one, though. This one might be a regular old Krampus. Known for being very nice and not insane. Known for having only nice movies made about him. About doing nice things like delivering presents. As we all know. We all know this. This is a thing, this is common knowledge that Krampus is very nice and not in any way bad. I mean, just look at that smile? Question mark? Just a sweet Krampus. Character? Boy? Child? Thing? I don't know. Krampus, we all know that he's just a swell guy doing his job. Swell goat. And of course, how else would you be able to tell that it's Krampus without a Santa hat? That's a sad Santa hat. Holy swallows, miss. Gotta get them gains in. How else are you gonna carry around a sack of referring to Krampus, we can call him presents still. The very nice kind. Wonderful presents. And not kids. No, would never. Maybe Cole. What's next? These horns are kind of small. Oh yeah? Ugh. How about now? Saved. Peak Krampus. John Krampus, inventor of Krampuses. There we go. Now then, what next? Gotta go to a Christmas party. It was fun watching. See you. Have fun at your Christmas party. Enjoy it. See you later. Elf. Elf time. Elf plus time. elf with added DLC of more than being made up of more than 2 circles. It is now 3. Huge upgrade. This elf might not be short enough. This elf might get kicked out. Being too tall. Easy fix. And magically they're shorter. Just like that. Might be too short now. Whatever. Now transforming these elf jackets to more detail. A little more difficult. I guess I don't have to. I can do what I want. Oop, almost forgot the elf shoes. That would have been disastrous. Saved. I see 2 knives going out of the head. Yep. That's how you know it's an elf. I mean, what other possible way could you tell? They need the knives. Perfectly designed. This is peak toy building physique right there. And you probably could not tell me otherwise. I don't see any other way it could be better. Snowman time. Now, for a body. Silly body or snowman body? I think you know the answer. There was only one option. There was never another option. If I know the Wardstone Chronicles book series, I do not. I don't know too much pop culture stuff, to be honest. I mean, that's probably maybe not true. Like, I know plenty. But, like, I know plenty, but not a lot of stuff that other people know, I guess, is a way to put it. Of course he's built, he's a snowman. They build them like this nowadays. I mean, don't you just go outside and, like, some kids built like this? Like a child Michelangelo building one of these in their yard. I mean, they're all over nowadays. It's dark fantasy stuff, European folklore and witches. Now that sounds interesting. Because European folklore like that is very interesting. But the trick is that all their weaknesses is just iron. Hang that horseshoe up. Works every time. Unless they, like, go through a window, then you're cooked. I don't remember the reason why iron was effective against them. All Fae, but, you know, it's convenient. I know there's a reason for it, though. Oh yeah, salt, silver, rivers. Isn't it just flowing water of, like, any kind? But obviously in small quantities it wouldn't be too effective, which is why rivers are better. They were really lacking. This is why you need to bring a hula hoop full of salt anywhere you go. What are they going to do? Instant salt ring. It's over for them. They can't approach. Sure, it'd be really awkward to carry around, just because it'd be a hula hoop but really heavy. But, like, it's the perfect defense. It's also an anti-sea bear circle, because it is a perfect circle. SpongeBob reference for you. How simple it is, just works, that's it. Yeah. I mean, it's a good thing they figured that out. And it's a good thing it was simple. Otherwise, those medieval people would have been like, whew, yikes. With all the different monsters they'd be encountering. Man, oh man. And then also, like, getting the plague, yikes. Double whammy. Oh, I know what to do for the legs. Perfect. Oh man. Oh man. Oh man. That is not an insult to people that do that all the time. I just thought it was funny. The magic of digital art. I hit my desk. I hope that wasn't loud. The perfect snowman. you think fey creatures would be scared of the snowman, or do you think they'd absolutely possess the snowman to fight you? I have a feeling it'd be absolutely possess the snowman to fight you. They're little tricksters like that. That's probably good enough. Yep, possess. That's when you hide a bunch of iron inside the snowman and salt. Actually, salt wouldn't work because it'd melt, but that's when you hide a bunch of iron in the snowman. Gets them every time. You just like hang a horseshoe on that thing. Bada bing, bada boom. Fey proof. And there's no way that that would fall off. I'm sure. This is clearly fey proofing. Fey. Yeah, I don't know. I can't spell. We just have a 1 kilogram of snow, 1 kilogram of iron. 1 kilogram of feathers? What? Steel's heavier than feathers. But steel's heavier than feathers. So the steel's heavier. Funny, funny, funny. Fingers. The video. But what's heavier? The steel or the feathers? Because as we all know, steel's heavier than feathers. He was having like a crisis that whole video. Because steel's heavier than feathers. I mean, he's not wrong, but like the 1 kilogram to 1 kilogram. Man, oh man. Oh, I forgot the buttons. How could I forget the buttons? Right on there. Just right on there. Let's go to Pixie. Yep. That checks out. And what else? What else? It's the only impression I can do. All the other ones, terrible. Except the ones of made up people that I make up in my head to make jokes funnier. They're always spot on. Did you know you can win any argument if you just make up a straw man weak enough? It's incredible. They always work. Redoing the ear, that's not in the spirit of making these elves as bad as possible, but what am I gonna do? It's already happened. It's in the past. It's too late. Yipsy, please, give me something. Anything. It doesn't even have to be Christmas related. I might make it Christmas related by giving it a Santa hat, though. Tell me something to draw. A stork. A leopard. I've drawn an ibis beak. It's over. Long beak saved. Long beak, long neck. This is, I'm moving them. Yeah. And then of course, looks like you're going out harvesting some souls with that thing. Of course. And antler headband. 'Tis the season. And now it's Christmas. Chrima. Put a wreath on it. This is the only wreath on this whole canvas, actually. Interestingly enough. Didn't think about it until now. That is green. Elf. Soon to be elf, I should say. The stork rider. Unfortunately, you have only bird ideas, huh? Hey, that's not a bad thing. Birds are cool, although they can fly and I can't, which is not cool. This is why we have airplanes, because they were flexing on us with their ability to fly. Not cool. Except like penguins. They're chill like that. Literally. I mean, look how chill he is. with the scarf on. Incredible. Hey, chickens can like kind of fly. We just we kind of ruined them. Make them fat. But kiwis, yeah. Oh no, is Vito still here? I'm gonna guess probably not, but you never know. Kiwis really be looking like this. They really be coconuts with legs. Exactly like that. It's crazy how they look just like this. The birds, the kiwi birds, they look, this is them. And there they are. Kiwi. The Great Expansion. Fruit is the birds. There is no denying it's true. Like I think the life cycle of a kiwi is, I'm not sure if it's bird first or fruit first, but it's definitely one of them first. There's a parrot that has whiskers like a cat because they cannot fly and moves at night so they can't see a thing. Dang. What an existence. Parrot that cannot fly and moves at night so it can't see. What a silly fella. I can't imagine what that looks like, but I mean, yeah, Kakapo. I probably said that horribly wrong. I'm just gonna assume it looks like this. And then color it like a macaw, even though I highly doubt it's colored like a macaw. Especially because it goes out at night. So that doesn't make sense for it to be macaw colored, but you know. Time to look it up and see how far off I was. Man, I wasn't even close. Wow. Incredible. Looks just like a silly little goober. It is green. The spitting image of the original. This is the same guy. That's the same image. It lived 60 years? Oh yeah. I mean, if it's a parrot, they live a long time. Look at people that get pet parrots. They can live like 80 years, something insane like that. If you get one of those birds, you're locked in for life. Hopefully it's not an absolute demon bird. That's the risk you gotta be willing to take, though. The risk for bird. Species is really endangered, about 200 to 300, I believe, at most. Welp. As a human, I'm sorry for the climate change, even though it's not like I can do much or have had much of an impact myself. And it's probably a lot of deforestation too. But I'm just some silly little goober drawing. I mean, maybe if I were to get, like, I don't know, something, charity, awareness, and other such, to help with deforestation, climate change, all that shebang. I think it's because of the introduction of some animals that wasn't from it. Well, yeah. Well. Alright, so we introduce another invasive species to predate the invasive species that is killing the parrots. I'm sure that will work. It has never failed in the past. Like, what could possibly go wrong? Like, I don't know why they haven't done that stuff before. Fight fire with fire, yeah, exactly. I mean, like, it's never gone bad previously. Like, there's never ever been a thing where there was, like, the cane beetles, and then so they brought in the cane toads, but then the cane toads went crazy. You know, that's never happened ever before, actually. Not once. It has only ever worked out perfectly fine in the past. What am I doing with this person's arms? What are you doing with these things? Where do people put them? How about warming them up? And also, stop leaning so much. And also, no longer this tall. And another thing, I got nothing else. Need ear warmers. How would you do an anthro bird's arms? Either normal arms. Terrible example. Normal arms with, like, however many fingers bird fingers are. Give them, like, the talons and then, like, that scaly skin with nothing, or that with, like, the feathers to make a wing attached is how I would do it. Or you could go like what bats do and have the arm and then the fingers make up the wing. That one's bold though. That's a bold strategy for that one. Don't know which representation to choose. I don't know. Switch it up. I don't know. I mean, maybe that's just from me, where I switch up everything all the time. But if you're trying to like stay consistent, I don't know. Much harder. I mean, I guess you could also go full feather coverage, like a feather sleeve, and then have like the taloned hand. I think, yeah, just mix things up, and then if you really like one, well, then you can stick with it. And if you hate every single one, well, then I guess they all have wings now. And I guess that's just how it'll have to be. Here in the bat version, but some fingers, 2 or 3 protruding. It's true, it could be like fingers that are actual fingers, and then the horribly distended long fingers with feathers. If you like these representations of feathers, I'm sure they're peak. I'm sure they're just great. Just peachy. And then, of course, massive boots on this character that probably cost thousands of dollars for no reason. Because why wouldn't they? And now they really are those stupid boots that cost thousands of dollars. I think the best way is to try them all and see what I like, as always. Yep. Trial and error. If you have multiple ideas, why not try them all? Now, the only bad thing that might happen is if you really like the end product of one, but you really like drawing or making the other one. Now then you might have a predicament. I'm sure you'd figure it out. Canvas check. Wow. Incredible. I thought I was losing color, but it's not really losing color. Less red, more green. What's going on? Red scarf, green hat, green sweater. So the boots are 90% of the budget of that. Yep, steal that outfit. Sweatshirt, $1.50 at some thrift shop. Hat, found on the ground. Scarf, $5 at Walmart or something. Pants, like $10. Boots, $9,999, 99 cents. Designer. No, it's just priorities. sure you have them straight. Scare those priorities into scare them straight. Haha, like the show that I've watched for sure. I haven't watched it. I'm a liar. Now what? What do I do now? I guess it doesn't have to be Christmas or holiday related. A tree. The new color is added to the Christmas palette. There might be a day where there is a new color. Nice wide tree. With roots for some reason. Just cause. This is one of them wild Christmas trees that you find in the wild. With presents under it already for some reason. This is one of them fake Christmas trees. So, guaranteed horrible trickster curse if you take any of the presents. And probably a regular trickster curse if you were in the area. He'll get you with it. The Fae, I mean, there's a long clause in between the last time I talked about him and now. So, just clearing it up. Would the Fae have a star? Sure, why not? What a terrible star. Close enough. Good enough. There's a little Christmas tree burned in the living room. Oh. Oh, that's fun. What a great Christmas present. Great Christmas happening. Now, was it before or after Christmas though? Because one of them completely ruins Christmas and the other one is like, that sucks, but like kind of cool, maybe, depending on how bad. Special decorations. Literal candy. Well, that's definitely a choice. I mean, maybe with a fake tree it would be okay-ish. But with a real tree, that's a little... Seems like they could have thought about it better. And if they marketed it as being for like an actual Christmas tree, that's criminal. Before Christmas, it burned down. Dang. That is so sad. I'm not sure if I've ever seen like a literal fire for decoration, but I mean, then again, I guess if I did, it probably would not have ended well. So, I always thought about that event and how it could be a good gag in a Christmas movie. That would, yeah. I mean, I would not be surprised if there was a gag similar to that in one of the thousands of Christmas movies that no one watches. There are so many. Just have to find them. All the Hallmark stuff. Since they pump out like 10 every year minimum. Why do they do it? I don't know. I feel like it. It must make them some amount of cash that they keep doing it. Also, yes, still tragedy that no new color was added to the palette. Discovered Violent Night recently. Really fun movie. Die Hard for Christmas, basically. Wait a second. But Die Hard is a Christmas movie. It happened on Christmas. I think that's the movie, right? That's the joke. Die Hard is a Christmas movie. I'm not mixing it up with a different movie, right? That's a Christmas movie. And what great lights I've drawn here. Have I given you the revelation that Die Hard is a Christmas movie? The weight of knowledge. Next thing. Of course, gotta put in the Fae so you know it's a Fae Christmas tree. You can tell by the fact that it looks exactly like a normal Christmas tree, but there's Fae. And there's no iron or silver horseshoes on the tree, which is, as we all know, a common ornament that you put on Christmas trees to ward off the Fae. I'm sure everyone does this. It's common tradition. Yeah. You know what? This has been lacking recently. An elf. What is that? What have I drawn? An elf. Ignore that other thing. Beautiful. Perfect. You know, I just had a thought that if someone discovered my channel with this stream, that would be so weird. Especially because they would come in to see me drawing this goofy stuff. Oops. Canvas check. Again, 2 seconds after the last one. You think it's a good introduction? I think they'd be in for quite the surprise when they saw what I normally draw. Maybe it's a good surprise though. I don't only draw silly little goofy stuff. I also draw big goofy stuff. Huge difference. Another present. What else? This is not Christmas related. This is just a thing. This is a fish. Classic fish. Fish. An eelfish. Aren't eels classified as fish? I think they are. But I am no biologist. Nor have I ever looked that up to make 100% sure if that is true. Actually, an eel is a fish. I also have not done any more detailed sketches like previous streams, which has allowed me to get a very large canvas. Is the quantity better than the amount? But how am I trying to say this? Is quality or quantity better? There. I have asked it in words that can be understood. Isn't that crazy? Like, I think the quality can be good for this goofy stuff. Wow, that's terrible. But I don't know what anyone wants. Snow. This snowman will be sadder than the rest. but that is because it is just an orb body, and it's only 2 orbs instead of the 3. As we all know, that makes a sadder snowman. Although maybe the detail makes up for it. Is a more detailed snowman happier, or a snowman with more snow orbs making it up? That is the question. I'd go out and ask a snowman, but I don't think they'd answer. I didn't even think about it till now, but some people probably don't even have snow right now. And by some people, I mean a lot of people. There's a lot of people in places that don't really get snow. I also recently learned that in Australia, they still play like the regular Christmas music that's played in America, even though it's summer for them. So, you know, all the weather out there is frightful and stuff. Just sounds like it'd be a little silly. Hearing that on the radio, looking outside, and it's like a perfect sunny day. Or, yeah, it's frightful. It's like boiling out there. Way too hot. I've begun to ramble things incoherently. It's that time to stream again. The brain melted, what, an hour ago? Now it's just running on fumes. I was worried there would be no snow for Christmas, but it snowed just this night. Well, that's perfect, huh? Snowed just in time. Gotta have snow for Christmas. The Christmas magic. A Christmas miracle. And then there were sleigh bells and elves. Like one of these guys walked up to you after it snowed, though, right? Made it even more magical. What a beautiful snowy ball. Yeah, especially compared to all the other snowballs. Like, I mean, look at this guy. What a loser with his much less detailed snowball legs. And arguably more detailed body. Depends on what you're going for with detailed, though. This guy's just sitting way off in the corner. All by himself. Detail is detail. When you're right, you're right. And you're right. Ignore how this is like an exact copy of this guy. It's they're twins. I don't know what that is. What a terrible candy cane. Candy cane. And yeah, the guy went in my room during the night too to put some gifts like laundry and random stuff just to put away. Wow, what a nice guy. What a nice elf. Brought you gifts like laundry? It's so sweet. Candy cane. Pretty soon here I'm gonna have to start doing I don't know what. I don't know. I almost hit the delete entire canvas button. That would have been something. This guy, he's gonna get some coal. Something or nothing. Actually, you know what? Nope. I'm taking this coal on a trip. And now it's a callback. Perfect. Ugh. We've reached the point where I got nothing. And you know what that means. Random stuff. Only took almost 3 hours to get here. And definitely not a melting of a brain 1 hour in. look at this very sweet and nice thing. Yep. How very nice of it to exist. Nah. Unless. Chrima. Adding more detail to this snowman because I just thought of it. Seems like they have a good time. Yeah, it does. They look like they'd be great at parties. Look at that smile. Elf. Is there too many elves? There's probably too many elves. Whatever. That's just how it is. Every time you do a goofy one, it gets larger and larger. Of course. That's how you know they're adapting, evolving, doing their elf job perfectly well and normally and efficiently. This one's got a line of mouth to have teeth. It's good, as it should be. These elves they're perfect. And I'm also definitely not just drawing them over and over again because I don't know what else to draw right now. What about anglerfish? Draw someone drawing on a canvas, not knowing what to do next. I could draw that. Well, I could attempt to draw that. The expansion. And that wouldn't be you because you would draw something. True, that'd be someone else's problem. Me when I draw someone just to give them a problem. Clearly, though, they deserved it. Gosh darn random critter or tablet bug that I don't know. No, don't do it. It's silly. Well, now I have to do it. If it's silly, I gotta do it. And of course, it's gonna be another elf. For see me randomly creating, huh? It's too late. The elf. Hello. I am just doing a whole bunch of drawing of random things. Mostly Christmas themed things. My brain is kind of melted though. Been doing this for a while. Can just check. It's a lot of goofy sketches. That's how I got so many. Some of them aren't very Christmas themed though. That's a lot of. It is. Keep company to my favorite drawing guy. It's true. Nipsey's keeping me company. I'm your favorite drawing guy? I didn't even think about that. Yes. This is how parasocial relationships form. But it's totally fine in this case. Right, guys? This time it's fine. We are best friends. We have known each other for years. We are in the same Discord server. That is true. And Nipsey has been, I believe, the most talkative commenter for this stream. I can't prove that, but I'm like pretty sure. I don't know. This guy exists. You're doing your best, and it's a very good job. And I appreciate it. Otherwise, I'd just be talking into the void. I'd probably have gone crazy. At least 10% faster. I don't think you could prevent the whole craziness, though. You're all the way since day 931? That would mean that you were from DeviantArt. I'm happy you like them. lot of days indeed. It's true. And so many random sketches that aren't on the daily posts. Okay, it's not that many, but like, there's still a decent amount. And I'm not talking about the little silly sketches inside the community posts. I'm talking about non-posted stuff and Patreon exclusive stuff. I don't know what this thing is, but Christmas. It's quite the fella. Quite the fellow. Plus 500. Like, plus 500 onto the... Won't be able to talk much more. Still be watching? You'll still be watching. I'll have to keep not goofing off then. 1,430 plus, sorta? Like when you started watching? Or found out about my art? Guess you don't have to watch to see the art. Community posts and all that. The cyclops, the deer clops. That's very different from the deer clops from Don't Starve. This one's different. It's more like an antelope. Antelopes don't have horns like this, but no way, Lebo's here. And yes, surprise stream. Surprise Chrima. Watching the community posts and content as general, as a whole. Happy to have you. So not from the DeviantArt days, huh? Oh, Leba, since you are here, can do another canvas check. Got to watch the video like I'm so hurt. Don't worry about it. Some of them are not that great, in my personal opinion. Especially super recently. Yep, the whole gang did indeed assemble. And don't worry, I did not forget the little guy and gnome. They're making snow angels there, and they're also in the sleigh here. Yeah, I don't think many people who watch on YouTube are from DA. I think I know Sight is, who was in the stream like right when it started. I believe they were the first one to post any comment. They're from the DeviantArt days. But otherwise, I don't think too many from YouTube are. Unless they have different names than what they had on there. I'm currently not doing nearly as many Christmas themed stuff though, because I can't think of anything else brains melted. So I'm just drawing little goobers. Goober acquired. Sort of proboscis bird thing. I did draw a present mimic. Present mimic, a mistletoe, zombie Santa, angel Krampus, whatever that dinosaur thing is. 100% accurate Grinch, holding candy cane scythe, candy cane snail, or I guess maybe peppermint snail, just because, you know, just like that. Santa with the naughty list. Lots of elves. Gingerbreads. Reverse elf. Gingerbread god. A Yeti. Krampus again. This time, very mean Krampus. No, I'm just kidding. He's very nice. Very sweet. Very nice Krampus. Cat. Elf. Regular, normal snowman. Birds. Elf. Person, but not like the Santa elf. Christmas tree. Fish. Candy cane snowman. The other stuff. Recap over. Got all that? It will not be on the test later. I repeat, it will not be on the test. It's Christmas, there's no test. And this is a jack-o'-lantern. Is it illegal to draw jack-o'-lanterns right now? It might be. Yep, snowman with that fancy shading. That was after I realized that I'm trying to slacken on all these little sketches. The buff snowman reminds you of the sphere guy from Robots. I remember some of the characters from Robots. I think I know the character you're talking about. I'm pretty sure. Just had a big old wheel instead of legs. I sure hope drawing this jack-o'-lantern doesn't get me on some sort of a Christmas hit list. He's just a jack-o'-lantern. Known Christmas thing. You know, the Christmas jack-o'-lanterns that we all have and make. Along with the turnip jack-o'-lanterns that we all also make during Christmas. No, the elf watch list. Yeah, it's just a watch list. I'll be fine. I was gonna add a purple, but can't add to the palette. Sorry. I mean, I could, but I won't. Big Weld. There he is. Get it? Big Weld because the ball that is his whole body is big. Haha. I would totally put them in here for reference for anyone else, but like, nah, I can't just yoink intellectual property and feel good about it. So instead, I'll do an artist representation of him. and yep, there he is. And the nose. Perfect. It's like the spitting image of him. That's a big weld. It's one just like the Grinch from way back when. It's 1-to-1. It's looks just like him. I know my artist skills, hyper realistic, very detailed. Some may confuse it with an image of the real thing. Now some may call those people crazy, but no, I think that they're on the right track. I think they're very sane for saying stuff like that. Classic, totally accurate Grinch, of course, 100%. That's the same guy in the cartoons, in the movies, live action. Same guy, looks the same in every single one. He looked exactly like that. I don't know what that is. Yeah. Just go with it. Of course, the watermelon. The only fruit. That's not true. Pumpkins are fruit. I'm stupid. 2 vegetables, 2 fruit. How come people don't carve watermelons often? They probably do carve them, but I don't see that often. Yeah, I know who it is, but in my land, E and I are the same. Huh. Interesting. Gosh darn, different languages having different rules for everything because it's a different language, and of course it has different rules for everything. Because that's how languages work. Gosh. Can't be helped. Burned. You know what? You, sir. Oh man, transforming stuff takes forever with this massive canvas. I'm sure it will be fine. Only takes a couple seconds to save. I'm sure it will be fine. Streaming so peaceful and sort of nostalgic. Reminds me of 2016s and 2017s of YouTube and streaming. Yeah, I'm just a silly little goober. Nothing special. Garbage mic with no stand sitting on the table. I'm literally just recording on a just Krita, nothing else. I have no overlays or anything. PC starts running a turbocharge. There is a chance, I'm not sure, if you can hear my PC fans. There is a chance of that, because I did not check any audio. I gave a thumbs up, but you can't see that, obviously. Artist representation. This is me if I was standing and giving you a thumbs up. And also looked like a small cartoon character. Yep, self-portrait. And also had no nose or hair. But otherwise it's perfectly accurate. Clip that on YouTube. That like never happens to my knowledge, very rarely. Here's another self-portrait for the books. This is me if I looked exactly like that. And hold on, wait 10 to 15 business days for this portrait to get created. Hold on. This is me if I was some sort of horrible demon monster creature. And also, like, part cartoon. If all of those exact things are true, then that is what I look like. Accurate enough? Yep. I'm sure if you looked at this and then were shown a picture of like 500 people with me in there, you could pick me out every time. With no issues, honestly. Anyways, that nothingness of usual creates a unique atmosphere, which makes it unique. Yeah, today's standard. I can't rival anything of like today's standards. I mean, maybe. No, I was gonna say like if I had some sort of drawn model or something doing something. I don't even know if my computer could handle that. My computer is it's not great. I mean, it's good enough for what I do. You know, draw. A whole lot of drawing. I'm sure you couldn't tell that I do a lot of drawing here. These sketches are kind of really devolving right now. They're falling apart. Oops. Extend, enter. Gotta bring it back. You know, I've been thinking recently, as in like yesterday, literally just yesterday, But to me, I think the easiest part of the body to draw is an eyeball, which is probably not a common sentiment. I imagine that is very rarely what people believe is the easiest thing to draw. I don't know. I just feel like you can kind of wing a lot of it. Or wing enough of it. Yep, my PC gets the job done. And like, it can play plenty of games on low settings. It's perfect. For me. That's true. As soon as you draw the second eye, it's over. Amendment to the previous statement. The eye is the easiest thing to draw if you're drawing one of them. As soon as you get two, it's yikers. That's when it falls apart. That's when you see every single flaw that you've ever done. One eye, easy. Two eyes, copy and paste. No, just watch how easy it is to do the second one. Check this out. All I have to do is move this one over here. And then observe. See? Easy. It really is just that simple. Yeah, first one always looks good. Hey, the second one, this one looks fine. Look at this thing. It's perfect. It's a spitting image of the first. Oh, sorry. It's actually looking the wrong way. Spitting image. Spitting image of the first one. Like, legitimately the same thing. Impressive, I know. And then, like, nose, mouth. Those are not important, clearly. Or, the better strategy, you have this thing called hair, and then cover that. Realize that you can't quite do the nose, so you cover that too. Think the mouth looks a little funny, cover that. And don't want to draw ears, cover those. And there you go, perfect. Perfect person. Did some studies with cats in traditional and redrew every 4 times. Because it already moves somewhere with all the instructions. And that is triggering. I was almost going to say I never have done. I have done like one actual study. Like, I mean, you could probably consider lots of things studies, but the things that I would consider a study, I have only done one of. Because I don't like doing that kind of stuff. Yep, just gotta always try that eye covering emo hair. Anyway, cheating. And it doesn't look horribly soulless at all because the eyes are looking different directions. We all know that this is just people look like this. fixed. It really is that simple. And then, so no one knows, you redraw some of the eyelashes so it looks a little different. And they'll be none the wiser. As long as you guys don't snitch. Right? Don't snitch? Those frogs in Elden Ring, huh? Which frogs? I'm trying to think. Frogs. Yep. Digital privilege. I draw nothing fancy on physical because it's hard. It's too difficult. It makes sketches look, in my opinion, way nicer though. But that is just my opinion, and also depends on, style and skill and time put in. Oh, yes, the basilisks. Those are their fake eyes. Their real eyes are little dots on their head. They look like little guys, and then they just got the giant eyeball antenna thingies. And then they petrify you because they're so nice. And they death bite you, I guess, in Elden Ring. But petrify in Dark Souls. Because they're just so sweet like that. Yeah, traditional being one shot, or you can try to do it with pencil really lightly, but then if you erase too hard, it's over anyways. And it takes 10 times as long because you can't just get rid of. Oh, did you not know that the basilisks have real eyes that aren't those big, gigantonormous things? You'll have to look it up. Yeah, I don't draw noses. I draw eyes, as you can tell. And here's the mouth. Perfect. And of course, hair. Ears. And that's the ideal face. That's what it looks like. You may not agree, you may not like it. That's just how it is. No. We say basilisk. I remember Roko's basilisk. Isn't that the that's the thought experimenty thing, right? Yeah, there are basilisks that are like, if you know about them, it's bad, and that's why they're called basilisks. Information hazards. Or is Roko's basilisk a different thing? Pretty sure that's one of the ones, if you know about it, it's bad. What's that? Oh, come on, man. If you know about it, it's bad. Okay, but what is it? I won't tell you. I mean, it's like not that bad, but I don't know. Maybe it'll mess you up. Like, I personally don't think it is that bad, but, Depends on how you think about it. This is an educational stream. We learn things here. We learn we learned about some birds earlier. We are learning about information hazards right now. Sort of. We're vaguely referencing it. We learned about Norse mythology, about a cat that eats children if they're bad. There's probably more stuff. You put it in there. Yep. Roko's basilisk. It's not even that it will punish you. It makes thousands of exact copies of you in a simulation to torture forever. So the threat is that you don't know if you're the simulated one or not. And now the cat's out of the bag. Contents of the bag have been spilled everywhere. Whole bunch of beans. Everything's terrible. AI is becoming an actual threat, so it might happen. It's so Jover. Humans are absolutely that stupid. Let me tell you what. You would be surprised. The dumbest creatures I know are humans, because it's definitely an individual basis, but they make a lot of very poor decisions, including the ones that people consider the smartest. They also make bad decisions. Giving the option in YouTube that AI can use videos to train itself. The only good thing about that is that it was defaulted to off, but that's ridiculous. In my opinion. I would think that is a pretty common opinion to have, though. I hope. But who knows? You can see this is clearly an elf, the exact same as the other elves on this canvas. No. Oops. Bump off. It's tragic. little bell. I am indeed a fan of drawing the body and then the clothes on top and then getting rid of the body. That's just how I do things. Something, something, proportions right first, something, something. I have gone like non-verbal, I noticed. I'm thinking too hard. Nutcrackers for NY? Is that New York? Oh, I haven't done a Nutcracker though. That is something not on here yet. And that's a Nutcrackers for New Year. That makes more sense. Could put in a Nutcracker. Their cylinder bodies. E for gore. I for gorded. Wonderful Nutcracker. And of course, the lever. What the heck is that? Perfect, accurate. 100%. That's. They all look like that. I feel like I'm going nonverbal again. This is what happens, reaching the 3-hour mark for me. Chrima. My time right now, 3:30. But I started at 12. And I normally, for the past streams, only went for basically exactly this long. If you could create magic item, what would it be? I need inspiration for something I'm doing. Like any magic item, or is there any like specific things? Like any restrictions here, or are we just going anything at all? Because I think a magical lantern that every time you turn it on, you can only do, I don't know, 2-3 times a day. It casts a random light, and that light has a different effect, and also summons a different fire elemental creature based on the light. So like red does something, maybe no, and it can be weapon or just anything, not overpowered maybe. So like there's also like dim and bright variations, where the bright is obviously much stronger effect. And also I am absolutely stealing this from an old magic item in a D&D campaign I was doing that never got used. But there was like red flames, green flames, purple, blue, yellow. There's a black flame. It is not really late for me. It's just my brain melts after trying to talk about and coming up with stuff to draw for so long. Like, I remember the black flame created magical darkness around it instead, and then inside the magical darkness is the only place where the flame elemental thingy could go. And then, you know, it would beat up enemies in there. And one of them was like just a normal lantern fire. And then one of them was like a super hot lantern fire. Yo, Spelljammer campaign? Spacefaring? Magic item. The Venom symbiote from Spider-Man. Known magic item. Looks like domain expansion. That is how the lantern functioned. Actually, like all the fire elementals were only relegated to the light, which the lantern cast. So like the really bright lights that it would make would obviously have a way larger radius for which the elementals could go through. Start in a few months. Are you playing Curse of Strahd? Are you a vampire? Vampire in Strahd's land? Are you a generic dark fantasy character in Dark Fantasy Castle land? I've played in like one singular day for a Spelljammer's campaign. Really bad at magic items. I like to think I'm okay at coming up with magic items. They're fun. A Darien Bard. Goofy light mood characters. Oh, you're the comic relief player, are ya? The best characters? When I played the Spelljammer campaign, I was a warlock that was a plasmoid who had no clothes but always had the eldritch armor on, just so that he could fit through as many random stuff without having to remove his clothes every time. And he was indeed the goofy character. he also slithered around on the ground as just like an ooze pile. Sometimes. Because comedy character. I like thinking of magic items too, but I'm scared it's overpowered. Don't worry about it. For one campaign, the same one that had that lantern, I made cursed socks that look like the best socks you've ever worn. Like they're pristine and perfect, but as soon as you put them on, they just feel terrible. And I basically came up with every possible way to make socks feel uncomfortable on you. Like they make you itchy, like slightly damp. They feel really loose sometimes. It feels like there's a pebble in them. Makes it more likely that you're going to sprain an ankle. And then I also made them take like 20 minutes to take off, because they instantly attuned to you as soon as you put them on. And then, of course, I made them unbelievably cheap in the merchant that was selling them, and also made it so the merchant was like, oh yeah, these are our best sellers. People just love these things. I also decided to make it so if you touched them, there was a will check for if you put them on or not. Why? Because it's funny. And at that same merchant, for like 500 gold or whatever it was, there was like a broken orb that just had cosmic powers, but since it was broken, they were random. And these cosmic powers were basically just like the whatever 6th level and up spells that are space related, like Dark Star and the there's a couple. I don't remember all their names though, but it just would randomly cast those. They didn't buy that though because they were poor at the time. So I think you can make really strong items, but if you're worried they're too strong, just give them some random drawback, like, oh, this one effect is random. We are talking about D&D. Returning for the D&D talk. Talking about magic items. And I have made one-shots where the stuff was accidentally really overpowered. Like made a one-shot where I made like all the guns and bullets and stuff, and then it turns out that they could like 3-turn kill God, so, you know, it happens. Just gotta deal with it, I guess. I am not mostly DM. One of my other friends has been mostly DM recently. I just remember all the stuff that I came up with better. Who's here? Who loves things and streams 100% sci-fi? I need your help. More help required? Ask your questions. Yeah, does knowledgeable need to be a requirement, or can we just like kind of know sort of a little bit about it? this canvas is a little large. Just takes a little bit of time to save. Santa. Canvas check. Wow, look at all that stuff. It sure is there. It'd help if I wasn't on eraser mode. Oh God, no. And now he's Santa. Perfect. Imagine Town, which created a simple grid and has a vertical two-layered system of transport which connected to the buildings. How long can a space between two builds? In a town. Including the town is a mess of crossings. So is it like a town built on top of a town, and then there's stuff going between them? Transport-based stuff, I should say. The town is good. I think if you're doing something like that, you can make the buildings real cramped to each other. Of course, depending on how, I guess, dystopian-y you want to go. Horizontal. So it's a horizontal system of transport. I'm not sure. I feel like there's a lot of ways that you could do a transport system like that. Like, you could have them super far apart and be like cable car thingies. Or you could have them be right up next to another building and then maybe more like an airlock type system. Classic, but on the walls. By on the walls, do you mean like the system attaches to the outside of building walls? Or is it like surrounded by walls? I feel like YouTube comments are probably not great at conveying your idea, but hey, not many other options, I guess. Insert Discord plug in the description below. I don't understand the question. What's a two-layered system of transport? I don't speak English native, sorry. It's me, the only native English speaker. Don't ask me to spell it though. I can't do that. I'm a terrible speller. Let me tell you, it's not bad English. I think it's just more of a hard to visualize, like a cyberpunk city transportation steampunky thing. You can drop a render of my Rusty Blender project in the DC. Yeah. You could, like, there's, if you wanted, you could put it in the art discussion or the art showcase channel. I think people would be happy to help you. And if they're not, I'm gonna have to have a strict talking to them, and by that I mean, well, I can't do anything. What am I gonna do? But I think there will be plenty of people in there that'll try to help out. Yeah, if it's too late, I mean, I don't know how late, but if you should be going to bed, you don't let me stop you. I'm probably going to end stream pretty soon here. I'm gonna have to go eat. And also, unless I want to use a time lapse of this stream as the daily drawing, I'm gonna have to do one of those too. Alright, tell me, should I just use the time lapse of this whole stream for the daily video today? Up to you. I kind of thought about doing that, but I don't know. Oops. Time lapse of the stream it is. However, I'm going to cut out all the audio because, you know, sped up audio may be funny, but I think it would be too funny, if such a thing is possible. 2 votes for time lapse of stream, confirmed. Then that's what's going to happen. Can't wait to see it. Yep, and you can pretend like you were here again. but way faster. Merry Chrima. And happy holidays. Hopefully, I should be on for another stream before the end of the year. And hopefully by then I have a new mic that isn't as bad as this one. I don't know when it'll be. Just assume another surprise stream. And yes, I am ending the stream. Canvas check. 10-second save. Thank you all for being here. Merry Chrima. Happy holidays. Happy New Year. Happy whatever you celebrate. Hanukkah. Nothing at all, if that. Hope you have a good day. Celebrate. Eat good food. All that. Thank you for stopping by. See you all later. Bye. Bye, everyone. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.